Alright, welcome back to Level 3 Focus. We are talking about DiveKick. My name is UltraDavid. We're talking specifically about the Runback. Last Thursday, it's already a few days ago now, where Justin Wong played against Henry Choi in the winners finals, and Justin won. He moved on to grand finals. Then Henry had to face me in losers finals. Henry played really well, went down to the last game for him both times, which is really, I know, disappointing if you're Henry to make it to winners finals. And to lose both in a row totally sucks. So good luck to him next time. But he ends up losing. I make it to grand finals against Justin, which is what we're going to go over now. So we're going to see Uncle Sensei, played by me, against Justin Wong, who is using Mr.n. Let's head on over to that. Cool, thank you. Now, I had played against Mr.n online a few times. I thought he sucked. I legit thought he was like a bottom 3 character. I was just not even, I was like, whatever, Justin's playing this guy? Like, why is he doing that? That's why I even said it on stream. I remember commentating, I was like, Justin's playing Mr.n? I didn't think he would do that. And I think you were like, but it's Rufus. And I was like, oh, that's true. That's right. But just as far as the character itself goes, I was surprised. But Justin makes him look a lot better than I had thought. Definitely. He plays more offensively than I thought you could with Mr.n. And even without using some of the tricks that we talked about before, like the very low meter intensive float and the run back, he plays the character pretty well. So what I'm trying to do at the start here is nuts, right? I go in, I'm just like, I'm going to do a punch dive. Let's see what Justin does. I didn't think, I wanted to see. So I'm willing to give up the first couple of rounds because, like I said, I don't view them as rounds. They're hits. I have 5 hit points, right? So I'm willing to lose 10 or 20% or 20 or 40% of my life in order to see what Justin's responses are to things. This is a classic thing that we talk about all the time that people do. Trying to feel the opponent out, see what they know about the game, what their expectations are in the game, and by learning what you think their expectations are, you can blow them up. So I learned in the first couple rounds that Justin will approach a little bit and then jump into the air. And I was like, oh, okay, I lost those first 2 rounds. But each of the next 3 rounds that I win are by me exploiting that. Moving forward a little bit, jumping up into the air, and exploiting the fact that that's what I thought his expectation was. So we're tied up now. He has kick factor, which is really dangerous as Mr.n. That was just the stupidest thing I could have done. I don't know why I would do that. Come on, David. Seriously, buddy? So what I want to do, what my general strategy is to play kind of defensively in this matchup. I think that I can play for... just see when he comes in. I saw him playing offensively against Choi, and I thought that I might be able to exploit that. Again, those last 2 rounds, I think every one of the rounds that I won was me recognizing that Justin wants to do his opening gambit of move forward a little bit and then jump into the air. And that's, like I said, an opening gambit that worked pretty well against S-Kill, but you really can't keep going to the same opening gambit in general, especially in a game like this that makes it one of the major focuses of the gameplay. So Justin again, not switching anything up, just taking a little bit of time. And I still think that I'm okay. I've learned some good lessons about how I think Justin wants to play this game. And so I'm willing to exploit that. I'm trying to move up a little bit. I'm trying to be this wall. I'm trying to move up a little bit basically and then wait for him. And if he comes in, I'm going to blow him up for it. That's my game plan right now. So far, Justin really hasn't been able to crack it that well. His wins so far have been because I went in like a stupid man. And now that he has kick factor, I'm just trying to run it out. I convince him to back up with super jump. I see that the time's running out. I know I'm boned. There's really no way to win that round. So I don't know why I spent the meter. Why bother? But like I said, all things that you can improve on after having seen yourself play. So I'm trying to play this defensive style. I'm willing to let Justin chase me around because I'm confident enough in Sensei's kick stance kick, the like 30-degree angle kind of thing, that if he gets up close to me, I can blow him up for it. And I'm confident enough in my ability to switch stances to actually make that happen. The super jump I think is really, really good against Mr.n. He can't deal with it as far as the height goes. Oh man, I get ripped up like a moron right there. Justin's starting to solve this a little bit, I would say, especially when he has kick factor. He knows that he can abuse this thing, so he tries to go in, but my strategy of playing defensively and reactively is paying off for me right now. And I'm one round away from resetting the bracket. It's only a 2 out of 3 winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals in the Runback. Nobody wants to be there until 2 in the morning. Happens anyway. So everything worked out. And now going into the finals, I'm content with my kind of defensive sensei. In fact, I remember thinking, this defensive thing is working out so well that I bet Justin is going to want to redo how he thinks about this matchup now. He's probably looking for me to play defensively. So I'm not just going to do that. And although that's not how I'm starting things out right now, what I want to do now in this next game is play more offensively, because I feel like that little switch up is going to pay off for me. And I guess we'll see whether it does. Spoiler, it does not. That said, still doing all right. Going up there, oh man, that was pretty sick. The stance cancel, ooh, that character's so cool. Sensei. Yeah, okay, so now as you can see, that I have a couple of rounds up, I'm starting to go to a little bit more randomness, starting to go in a little bit harder. There's me trying to go in a little bit more, yeah, and again, trying to go in a little bit more. They get the trade there, they both get the trade. I saw that wasn't working, so I back off, but that's definitely something that I go to a lot in these last couple of games. One of the major problems for me, of course, is that if I'm willing to do this defensive style, this wall style, it means I'm not approaching, and that means that Justin can build meter a little bit better. Man, that was so stupid. But like, I mean, that was my game plan. What can I say? Would I do that again? I would not. But at the time, I was thinking it might be smart if I went in a little bit better, a little bit more. And no sir, it was not. Justin, yeah, building meter, like I said, it's so dangerous as Sensei to just play this wall. I like him against a lot of matchups when it just comes to diving and kicking. But when it comes to kick factor, he really has a tough time with a lot of people. Especially because if he wants to play this wall style, then he can't really stop people from gaining kick factor and being a major threat to him. Oh, why would I do super jump there? Are you serious? That was so stupid. Oh, why would I do super jump there too? Oh, what an idiot. Come on, man. Pass, David. You serious? Alright, so Justin is up 1-0 in the last set. I don't remember really what I'm thinking now. If I'm current me, I'm saying, alright, let's go back to this wall, because that offense in the last couple rounds there was just not working out. So okay, that's exactly what I do. I hang out. I'm not worried about him. I know that angle is a pretty good angle for me. I'm willing to just play patiently. I just kick back too far is really the problem there, and just delay in pressing the kick in the air. I like the strategy. It did not pay off. Unfortunately, Justin was very close to an X Factor, or to a kick factor. I got one first. I almost never have kick factor with Sensei, so I don't really have any setups for him yet, just because I have no experience with that. I don't really know how to move him. And I'm trying to convince Justin to stay away. It works out for the most part. If I get away with only 20% damage on a kick factor, that's fine. As long as it's not some headshot chain, then it's okay. But that said, Justin is 3/5 of a life bar away from taking this thing. So I feel the need to get a little bit more crazy. Because I'm starting to get worried. You know, I'm not a perfect player. I definitely have some stupid tendencies sometimes. One of them can be that if I get flustered, then, you know, I start making stupid decisions sometimes. So, whereas I was very confident in the first set of grand finals, now that like you see what I mean? Like I fall apart. There wasn't any physical problem there. It was just like me just falling apart a little bit strategically. If I had to play that again, I would do things differently. And, you know, hopefully I get to play against Justin again, and we'll see how it goes. I'm sure Henry has the same feelings, that he would play a little bit differently. You know, that's how a fighting game is, right? You play it out, there's a matchup, there are all sorts of ins and outs to it, there's space control, there's footsies, technology involved, lots of different things. Precision is a huge part of it, understanding the mix-ups and the little mental intricacies, huge parts of it. And, all that was, I think, on display right there. I think it's hard to say that that is not a legit-looking fighting game. So I wanted to talk about this game because it's a game that I've been really playing a lot, and that I hope catches on a lot. I certainly know a lot of people who've been playing it. And a lot of the people who I think are really good players are playing this too. So I want to see how things end up. I know Justin is really into this. He really wants to play. I was sad that I didn't have Steam up and really working before, so I wasn't able to. Although now that I do, I should really make that happen. But just to break everything down at a more general level, this game has the stuff that I care about in fighting games. I don't care about graphics. I don't care about what the story mode is. I don't care about the shells that are on top of where the hitboxes go. It's really not that important to me. I don't care about combos. I don't care about doing this a lot. Right? I've never cared about that. That's always just been ancillary to me. It's been something that I had to do. Like I said before, it's a tax on my time that I had to pay in order to be willing to play fighting games at a strategic level. I had to do that stuff. And if I didn't, then I just couldn't really compete, and that's ultimately what happened. But even before that, it was an issue sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't hit combos, and that would suck. I certainly lost rounds, I lost games, I lost tournaments because I had dropped combos. And so I'm very happy to stay as far away from that stuff as possible. Instead, it maximizes the strategy aspect of it. The matchups are gigantic. All the things that we just talked about are huge in the game. And that is what I care about. If you care about fighting games for the same reasons, that is to say, you care more about the strategic side than the button monkey side, or the story side, or the graphics, that kind of thing, then I think that you should play the game. It's a really fun and solid game, and the online is good. I really highly recommend it to everybody. It's not that difficult to just pick up and play because there are so few executional requirements. As we said, there are some, and there are some pretty precise things that you need to do. But there are characters that you can pick to stay away from that stuff. And in any case, it's not nearly as intensive as it is in other games. So while you can pick it up, it can seem easy. I've seen a lot of tweets from people who are not competitive players saying that it's, a drinking game that they can screw around with. That's fine. That's totally all correct. But even on top of that stuff, you play a lot of good strategy games with it, and I am really looking forward to it, to seeing how the strategy goes and how tournaments turn out and all that stuff. Cool. DiveKick. I think my Steam ID right now is Hakan's Grease Sweat or Hakan's Sweat Grease. Forget what it is. But I'll change that by the time I get home. So if you want to add me, you should do it right now. Because I love the fact that Steam can let me change IDs. Yeah. Yesterday it was James Chen's Musk.
Wow.
Yep. Anyways, thanks for sticking with us so late tonight. We will be back tomorrow, Tuesday, for a normal Tuesday show. That'll be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. We will catch you then.